So this is the introduction and background information about Shdl, Siti Hasmah Digital Library. The Siti Hasmah Digital Library, Shdl, formerly known as the Multimedia University Library, MMU, is the hub of the university's academic life. The Shdl was created to serve as a central hub for documentation and information distribution in digital forms. MMU Library was founded in 1996 when University Telecom first campus in Bukit Beruang Air Keruh, Melaka launched. In May 2000, the MMU Melaka Library relocated to a new location in Cyberjaya, Selangor. Each organization has their own vision, mission, aims. Same goes to MMU Library. Their vision is the library is a key academic partner in advancing MMU vision and goals in transforming society through innovation. The mission, MMU to offer a knowledge hub with up-to-date and reliable scholarly information and services in supporting the instructional, research, and development programs of the university. Their aims are to help students to make the best use of the service provided. Second, the courses on information skills, including the use of various databases and online resources, are given. Thirdly, a comprehensive array of online guides and web pages describing detailed services and resources are also provided. And the last one, to provide easy and swift access to the materials needed by the users, especially to the students and also staff. So in spite of mission, vision, and aims, MMU Library also have their own goals. There are 6 goals stated in their website portal. The first one is to provide customers with scholarly information sources in a timely manner. The second one, adopt digital technologies in all aspects of library services. Thirdly, to maintain professionalism and competency in dealing with stakeholders. Fourthly, the accessibility to various formats of resources such as online and physical formats. Next, to offer a conducive knowledge hub environment for nurturing innovation, entrepreneurship, and lifelong learning. And the last one, their goals is to manage the library in a cost-effective manner. Okay, next slide, we go through to the management of Shdl organization chart. So, as the view, this is the top management of Shdl. We have Mr. Kamal Sujak as the Chief Librarian of Shdl. Next, Ms. Nur Azilah Masro as the Manager Customer Support and Services. And the next one is Ms. Siti Habsyah Masro as the Manager Collection Development Department. So under the 3 of them, they also have their own assistant managers in each department. So first one is Ms. Siti Arisa Abdul Hamid as the assistant manager of Law Library. As we all know that MMU Library mentioned they have Law Library, Cinematic Art Library, and General Library. So Ms. Siti Anisa is in charge in Law Library. Second one is Ms. Najwa Abdul Halim as the assistant manager in cataloging and metadata. Next, Mr. Muhammad Hasmawi Hasmunichu as the assistant manager in acquisition. The next one, Ms. Nurul Iktiani Ahmad as the assistant manager of research library. Ms. Nurul Irtika Muhammad Nori as the assistant manager of information skill and research support. The last one, Ms. Nur Aisah Hassan as the Assistant Manager of Cinematic Arts Library. As for under Marketing and Info Development, Mr. Sharum Nizam Muhammad as the Assistant Manager of the department, Mr. Muhammad Husni Abdul Hadi as the Assistant Manager of Information System Management, and the last top management of SHDL that I can mention is Miss Nur Azah Zainul as the programmer in the
On to the next slide. Library Electronic Resources. ICT, or known as Information and Communication Technology, is a type of technology that provides access to information via telecommunications. It is similar to information technology (IT), but it is mostly concerned with communication applications. The Internet, cell phones, wireless networks, and other forms of communication are all examples of this. ICT has transformed library facilities all across the world. The majority of current literature is stored in electronic form, and information and communication technology (ICT) has helped librarians be more productive in their jobs, such as cataloging and providing reference services. ICT has dominated the realm of academic library operation, particularly in the context of library collection development plans. MMU SHDL, known as City Hasma Digital Library, has also given library resources in electronic form, also known as Library Electronic Resources or e-resources. As a result of the usage of ICT, there are three major electronic resources provided by MMUHDL, which are e-book, e-journal, and also e-thesis. A large number of relevant full-text publications or journals are freely available on MMUSHDL approved personal or academic websites such as ProQuest, Emerald Insight, Science Direct, and others. There are also e-resources called Mulia 3.0, which is discovery services to libraries of all kinds. MMUHDL also provides other types of e-resources material such as audiovisual, websites, law, dissertation, newspaper, magazine, and COVID-19. Only MMU staff, students, and alumni had access to these electronic resources at the SHDL. They have established the terms and conditions for using the electronic resources. Students and staff, for example, can use the electronic resource from anywhere on the campus as long as they are logged into their SHDL account.
Next is Library Electronic Services and Tools. Libraries Electronic Services and Tools, also known as e-services, are information and communication technology-based service and tools. In City Hasma Digital Library, there are multiple and various types of services and tools that are available for users to access. For example, Collect and Go, Drop and Go, Open Items, also known as electronic books and online databases, COVID-19 e-resources, and also past year exam paper. Each services and tools has its own purpose and its own function. For example, Collect and Go is a service that allows users to borrow material from MMU library without entering the library. Meanwhile, Drop and Go services is the opposite of the Collect and Go services, which means Drop and Go is a service that enables users to drop or return the materials that they borrow from MMU library without entering the library. Next is Open Entrance. Open Entrance is an online database that is full of electronic and online resources that can be accessed by any users anytime and anywhere. Next is COVID-19 e-resources. COVID-19 e-resources is a service that provides all the electronic resources about COVID-19. This allows users to increase their knowledge and increase their awareness about COVID-19 situation, especially on this global pandemic right now. And the last one is past year exam paper. Past year exam paper is a service that enables students to answer and learn about the past exam paper that has been given to the all students, such as alumni before these recent students.
Okay, so next slide, we go through to the current technologies in Shdl, where they provide various courses focused on ICT management, multimedia, and creative media programs. So I've overlooked into the website portal, their journal, their bulletin, quarterly newsletter, and all. I obtained there are 4 current technologies that they are using, which one, first one, Hub for Innovation Ventures, which is Hive. The objective for this hub is to deliver cutting edge technologies, networking, and specialists to help researchers, users, and entrepreneurs build research and entrepreneurial abilities. The second one, if you scroll up or go through to the App Store or Google Play Store and search for MMU, there will be come out a result of general MMU application, which this application created for general purpose, but users can only find information regarding books, regarding library materials, regarding SHDL through this application also. Okay, next one. If you go to their MMU library portal, they announced that their users can make payment for their library outstanding through their RFID technology called JomPay. And the last one is library system virtual called Camo. This Camo can deliver users with a new viewpoint which has draw attention on how can users use OPEC and how OPEC should be used.
Not every library is similar to each other. Even it is similar to each other, every online library has its own strengths and weaknesses. So these are some of strengths and weaknesses that we found of City Hasma Digital Library. For its strengths, we find out that in City Hasma Digital Library, computers are employed in professional activities to automate various manual functions. As a result, the usage of information and communication technology in City Hasma Digital Library may develop and introduce new technologies for user to use in the future. The next strength that we find is City Hasma Digital Library also use scanning technology. This scanning technology allows and helps librarians to obtain information that are available in the library easier and also faster, which allow and increase the effectiveness of librarians' work in the library better and also outstanding. The final strength of City Hasma Digital Library is because of its massive collection of more than 2.7 million full text online materials. This allows users to access City Hasma Digital Library materials anytime and anywhere, which is benefits the users and also the libraries. Apparently, there are 2 weaknesses of City Hasma Digital Library that we have found. The first one is high initial cost. Because City Hasma Digital Library use so many ICT system, they need high financial and also high budget to develop and also improve the infrastructure of the ICT system. The next weakness is the copyright issues. The copyright issues is a big problem in the Siti Hasmah Digital Library. It is because this problem is so hard to prevent and so hard to be eradicated by the
Next slide is Library ICT Future Plan. MMU has Shdl have stated that they have a few plans for their library's ICT improvement in the future. Next is to work on the adequacy of our frameworks and cycles. They will attempt to improve internal structures, procedures, and workflows in order to allow responsive resources, programs, and facilities. This will necessitate the design and implementation of a SHGL to demonstrate the library's significance to the university's goals, while also encouraging strong business procedures and budgetary governance. This future plan will be led by senior manager and chief librarian, and it will focus on the key strategies and upgrade to create a strategic program for the library, including governance and processes for the generation, review, monitoring, curation, and retention of metrics.
So the next slide is librarian perception towards ICT. We have asked MMU librarian about this matter, and their answer is provided. First one, ICT will smoothen library operation. The availability and accessibility of ICT to access instructional information at any time, which means users having ICT surely will facilitate users in finding any information, any source, any online resource that they demand whenever they want and at any time without any limitation. Next, ICT can assist librarians, can assist the staff in preserving physical materials. Okay, this is because ICT helps in preventing deterioration of library materials, which can minimize the work of librarians. So that means the physical format of library materials such as books, journal, articles, and all can be digitized into another digital formats, from books to e-books, from journals to e-journals, so that users can just easily access to the e-journals online resource anywhere they want without to visit the library. Next, the last one, ICT can deliver various exposure to something new every single day. For example, the devices and new softwares such as virtual reality (VR) and augmented reality (AR) can expose people to something new happening in the world. In this 2021 era of globalization, as we all know, we not only have 3D materials, 3D arts, but we do now have 8D materials, 8D audio, and others. So, having this VR or augmented reality can easily attract users to know more about those devices. So, those devices can easily be installed in any places. So, this is the opportunity for the MMU library, to make users visit, to attract them to come to the library and feel some experience using the VR, using the new features of technology. Hence, these features, these current technologies will surely let them to be exposed and expand their mind and creativity for their better purpose.
Next is the recommendation that we suggest City Hasma Digital Library to look into and also analyze, because it might help City Hasma Digital Library to improve their services and also their ICT system. The first recommendation that we suggest is City Hasma Digital Library should control their budget and find other alternative to improve the infrastructure of their ICT. Instead of depending on a big budget and also big amount of money, City Hasma Digital Library need to find other alternative to make their ICT system better without using big amount of money. For example, City Hasma Digital Library should find easier and also low cost project which can prevent them from spending too much on the ICT system and also allow them to control the budget that they use for improving ICT system. Next is City Hasma Digital Library should promote about their ICT system in their social media oftenly. Instead only promoting events and also activities on their social media platform, City Hasma Digital Library should take these opportunities to promote about their ICT system more often. This method might attract more people to come to City Hasma Digital Library because they are interested on using the ICT system in City Hasma Digital Library. And the last recommendation is City Hasma Digital Library needs to be more serious and find a solution about the copyright issues in their library. Instead of letting these issues happening oftenly, City Hasma Digital Library should find a solution for this issue, because if users know about this issue, they will not be interested to come to City Hasma Digital Library anymore, which can make a loss of profit to the City Hasma Digital Library.
Last slide is conclusion. In summary, the ICT library of MMU is progressive, using modern technologies such as big data, artificial intelligence, and the internet to serve users. Thanks to modern technology, the MMU Shdl has no problems meeting the expectation and needs of its user. Information and communication technology has enhanced the role of libraries and information centers. The SHDL needs this technology more than ever. The increasing demand for ICT in the MMU SHDL is driven by the increase in the numbers of users, the demand for library resources, the increase in the number of the published content, modern digital format and media, and the development of new and affordable computers. In order to meet the changing needs of the user that always demand something new, all librarians, university staff, and sponsors must contribute to enhancing the capability of the MMU SHDL's ICT library.